your cake and eat it too. What does that mean? Have you ever heard that phrase before? It's actually an old English proverb. And the point that they're making is that you can't be excited about having a cake that's made for you and then eat it. Because if you eat it, it's gone, right? And so basically, this English proverb is used to convey the idea that sometimes you can't have two good things together if they're mutually exclusive. So what do I mean by that? Why am I talking about cake right now? Why do I bring that up? Well, see, in the book of Jude, this is what some people in the church were trying to do. See, some people in the church were claiming to be Christians, were claiming to be religious, and to have all of the blessings and a thriving life that comes with that, and yet still living a life of sin, still living like the rest of the world. They were trying to have their cake and eat it too. And what Jude is saying, what the book of Jude is saying, is that those two things are mutually exclusive. Just like you can't have your cake and then eat it. See, we as Christians are called out of the world. We are called to be holy people. And yet I know, and maybe some of you can relate, that sometimes you look at people in church and it looks like they have the best of both worlds. That they're able to go to church and they're able to sort of have that religious experience and connect with God, but then they're able to also go do things on their own at school or whatever that looks like that are not necessarily in accordance with God's word. And it seems like they can have their cake and eat it too. But what the book of Jude reminds us of is that you really can't. Not only does it not make sense, but that God is going to come and he is going to bring his judgment and his justice. And so although it may seem like people can do both, and it may seem like they have the best of both worlds, God is not fooled. God is not fooled. And he is going to come and he is going to take out those people from the church, from his group of holy people in the church. He's going to separate the wheat from the chaff. And so that is an encouragement to the Christians at the time that the book of Jude was written, that don't feel like you're missing out. Don't feel like these people are getting away with something, because they're not. God knows what's happening. He will bring about justice, and he will reward you for your faith in living a holy life, set apart, dedicated wholly to him, that even though you are in this world, you are not of this world. You are part of God's kingdom, totally holy, totally set apart, and that you can have assurance that you are going to receive his blessing. So don't be fooled. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And so as you guys are reading through the book of Jude, keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that if this is true, what is our response? What is our sinful response to these people that we see? Maybe it's easy for us to want to be like that. If they can do it, why can't I do that? Or if they're doing that, it's not so bad for me to do this if they're doing that, and that's really bad. And they're still Christians, they're still part of the church. What should our godly response be to this? And so think about that this week as you read. Pray that God would teach you, that he would convict you, and that he would open your eyes to see great things in his word. So I hope that this initiates some really good discussion, and I'm excited to see you guys very shortly. All right, have a great rest of the week, guys.